Ship of State, Phase 2, Russia. I wave goodbye to my brother as he goes across the sea. I must stay at home, even though he says, "Come with me." But we have a new Bible, a new Jesus to set us free. We must make our own land, our own opportunity. A new chapter is written in our history. The Tsar has set the peasants free. Now we can have a democracy. The workers will leave the land and head for the cities to work in the new factories. Time passes as you learn your lesson. The old oppression still goes on. Nobody's any better off than they were on the land. The people are now speaking of revolution. The century has turned, the old ideas burned. A few leaders try to take the land, but the Tsar is still far too strong. They are captured, shot, or banished one by one. Very soon the old misery returns. You have to be careful who you are talking to about what you have learned. A war comes against Japan. We lose the war supposedly easily won. It shows the decadence of a once proud nation. It is now for us to plan again. We have learned it is wrong to punish if we are to capture the hearts of the people of the Holy Russia. It won't be long before the great war comes, before the death of our holy sons. When it is over, who's the one that wins? Who is it who will save us from our sins? War is declared, hardship shared, but it is easy to see we are not prepared. Our frontiers fall down to the Hun. Again the whisper of revolution, then revolution is a fact. There is no turning back, no matter as we tread in the cold. Soon our streets will run with gold. The revolution is over, the new idea is won. The work to restore the nation has just begun. We have new leaders, they put a stop to the war. They seem to know what they are doing. New utopia growing from the ruins. New utopia needs an iron man. New utopia needs a man that's real, a man who can feel, a man of steel, just like Superman, crush the enemy on all the frontiers. The old master's gone after only 7 years. The old nation awaits, bathed in fear. It is clear as the snowflakes come that we have a father for our children, one who will lead them, one who will feed them. They know who will need him. New utopia, new utopia. All is not what it seems. You awaken from these dreams, little things you could never do. You thought you would, but you are told it's no good, so you don't, and you sit at home and wonder, where is the freedom promised to me? You bind me down with chains. I have lost nothing, I have not gained. A worker for the state is how I am named, but that is not how I wish to remain. Working all the hours that God sends, the foreman said, "Don't let me hear you say that again. A slice of bread is my reward." I said, "You ought to hear my children crying." New utopia, I hear you call. I'd like to spend a winter in New York. I heard my brother, he's done well, but it is hard to tell. You don't get much news in the wilderness. There is no food, there are no clothes, and much worse than that, the water's frozen. Some of the people in anger arose. I don't suppose we will hear from them again. Strange men hang around all the time. Everyone says that's not mine. I haven't the time, not even to nod my head. I wish sometimes I was dead. New utopia is what I said. Mother Russia, what have they done? All I know is I can't go on. There will come the time, the day, the hour. Until then I will sit and cower, waiting desperately by the Georgia Sea. You don't have to be afraid of me. I have the time allotted to all men. I wish to sit sometimes to discuss the affairs of the mind. Would you be so kind to let me decide how I wish to live, how much I want to give? They closed all the churches down. Those false idols must be ground into dust. Put your trust in those who live without desire or lust. Think yourself lucky you got your crust. Another war has come. We are besieged from all sides. The man of steel, they say, the one who lied, is in our midst. How do we solve the riddle of what is right and who is wrong? The war is over and the Germans are gone. Now we are the power. It is our turn to twist the knot, to lay our hands on all you've got, as it was by our fathers foretold. We shall yet see our streets run with gold. Nothing changes, everything remains the same. All pictures are painted in different shades. We are the ones who must parade across this stage. Nobody will ever get paid. I stand here waiting desperately for me. I can see myself on the Black Sea. I see myself on the Red Sea. I see myself on the Dead Sea. Will there be a time of all peace? Will there be a time for me? I look around the whole wide world. Everyone prepares for war. The end.